Shalom, Israel. We the ISUBK start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakathum to the brothers. Yahweh Shamar Alathun by Hashem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. I'm Priest Officer 50 Quran Yala, and this is the Tuesday night Brotherhood class. So tonight, our topic is going to be on, as you can tell by the title of the video, you can't serve two masters. And the reason why I chose this topic and the name of the video, that title, is because in serving your oppressor, you're automatically going to hate your brothers and sisters, right? Like, I was just watching not too long ago, Cant speaking from Captain Akai. Shout out to Captain Akai. He said something that was heavy in that Cant speaking. You can't love America or your oppressor and love your children or love your brothers and sisters or love your nation. You understand? Because your oppressor don't love your children. This country love your nation. You understand? Your oppressor hates your brother. Your oppressor built his empire off of rape, robbery, and murder of your people, off of slaughtering your brothers and sisters, off of making merchandise out of your babies. You understand? By indoctrinating our children with homosexuality, indoctrinating our children to worship in a white Christ. You understand? Your oppressor is the person that took, or the nation, Salakia, whether, that took your identity from you, your heritage from you, your true identity, your name that God gave you. You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we don't know who we are across the world as a whole. You understand? We think we niggas, we think we spicks, we think we savages, we think we blacks, we think we African Americans. You think you Puerto Rican, you know what I'm saying? You think you a Navajo Indian. Nah, we the children of Israel. And the reason why we going by all these bywords is because we serve our oppressor that gave us these names. You understand? Here in the ISUBK up under Commander General Yohana, we don't serve our oppressor. And what I mean by that is we don't give our souls to our oppressor. We don't do what the oppressor tells us to do. Now, of course, we work jobs, we work slaveries, you understand, to sustain ourselves in this oppressive society. We work for them in these various companies and corporations. But that's it and that's all as far as us in the ISUBK. You understand? As soon as we leave that job, as soon as we leave that slavery, we go tend to our nation. You understand? We go tend to our people that we love so dearly. We can give a damn about Christmas. We could give a damn about the rest of these holidays that these oppressors celebrate. That's more than likely in memory of them slaughtering our people. You understand? I'm gonna get to my first script. Oh yeah, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. You understand? If you're working on that Hebrew name, or if you're not working on the Hebrew name, make sure you put your name, city, and state so we can mark you down for attendance. It's very important that we mark you down for attendance, especially if you're working on that Hebrew name, so you can go ahead and jump in this body with us and help build Christ's kingdom up. You understand? But like I was saying, Salakia, we're gonna go to Matthew's, the 6th chapter, and verse 24. No man can serve two masters. You understand? No man can serve two masters. You can't, like, I'm gonna use this analogy. I can't be a police officer and a drug dealer at the same time. You understand? If I'm a police officer and a drug dealer at the same time, sooner or later, it's gonna catch up to me and it's gonna be consequences. You understand? I can't be a Buddhist and a Baptist at the same time. They got different rules. You understand? I can't serve two masters. I can't be in the ISUBK up under Commander General Yohana serving Christ but yet I celebrate Christmas, or I'm smoking drugs, or selling drugs, or whatever you have that your oppressor has taught you. I can't serve two masters being in the UPK. Like, I can't be a brother that sit up here and say I love my nation, but yet I'm teaching my children to lie and do all type of evil and wickedness by teaching them to celebrate Christmas. That ain't gonna work out for me. You understand? Continuing on. It says, for either he will hate the one and love the other. Man, you can't serve two masters. If I sit up here and tell you I love Christ, you understand? But yet I'm smoking weed, or I'm dealing with whores, or I'm a drug dealer, that my actions is showing you that I don't give a damn about Christ. You understand? And that's what your oppressor shows you. That's how your oppressor shows you how to live when you follow up under the banner of Christianity or Muslim, Islam, being a Muslim, or any other religion that's not for the children of Israel. You understand? If I'm a Israelite from the tribe of Judah and I'm a Muslim, I'm automatically not going to love my brother, because those laws that they have in that Quran, they don't have laws about loving their own people. You understand? Just like if you look at, I'm not singling out Philadelphia, but I know Philadelphia has a big Muslim population in that city. You understand? Meanwhile, it's the nickname for Philadelphia is called the city of brotherly love, but it's so much Christianity and Muslims and Islam in that city that these brothers are following after the religion of their oppressor. And look at the murder rate in Philadelphia. It's ridiculous this year. You understand? That's because you can't serve two masters. You're going to either serve this master or serve that master. You're going to hate this master and Salaki, you're going to hate one master and love the other one. You understand? If I'm a Muslim, I can never love my people because, first of all, I'm going off of the religion of another nation of people that don't give a damn about my people. You understand? So if I indulge in a religion that has nothing to do with my people, then I'm going to act like the people that religion comes from that don't give a damn about my people. And I'm going to sell drugs to my people. I'm going to kill my people. I'm going to rob my people. I'm going to do all type of manner of evil to my people, because the rest of these nations that we get these religions and stuff from, they don't give a damn about our people. So if you serve their master and hate your own master, what you're supposed to be serving, you automatically gonna hate your brothers and sisters. Salakia. And despise Salakia, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. He cannot serve God and mammon. You understand? You can't serve the Lord and Satan at the same time. You understand? I can't sit up here and say I'm a God-fearing man, or I'm a man of God, and I'm after the heart of the Most High, and I'm being a drug dealer. You understand? I can't serve Satan and the Lord at the same time. It just don't work. You understand? The Lord is against drug dealing. The Lord is against homosexuality. The Lord is against everything that Satan tells you that it's okay to indulge in. So if I love the Lord and I indulge in what Satan wants me to do, then in all actuality, I'm serving Satan. You understand? And what comes with serving Satan, Satan wants to devour your flesh. Satan wants to kill you. You understand? Satan don't give a damn about your people. Satan don't give a damn about you caring about your people. So when you serve Satan, you're going to do exactly what Satan wants you to do. You're going to help destroy your own communities. You're going to be for abortion. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be for a woman's right to choose to kill her child that's eventually going to cripple our nation. You understand? And automatically, you're just going to serve Satan and not love the Lord. And I should be kept under Commander General Yana. We chose to serve the Lord up in here. Like, I'm paraphrasing scripture, but the Bible says, as for me and my house, we going to serve the Lord. You understand? And in serving the Lord, you're going to love your own people, and you're going to hate these other nations, and you're going to hate their God. You understand? But, Salaki, that wasn't even the first scripture that I wanted to pull, but let's go to Matthew 22 and 37, because you got to understand, it's important for you to understand what master you serve and what your master wants you to do. You understand? If I indulge in all the stuff that's contrary to what the Lord wants me to do, then I'm not serving the Lord. You understand? And the Lord is big on the children of Israel coming together as a people. Salaki. The Lord is big on the children of Israel coming together as a people and us loving our nation. You understand? And I'm gonna read what Christ said. You hear me? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 22, and I'm gonna start at verse 30. I'm gonna start at verse 34. But when the Pharisees had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they were gathered together. So Christ, in a battle about the scriptures with the Sadducees, he put them to silence. He smoked them in these scriptures. You understand? Our king, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, is the high priest of and king of our nation. You understand? He knows these scriptures. He was taught these scriptures as a young man. Like, it's not magic how much Christ knew about the scriptures. He was taught, you understand, by men above him that were men of God. And he kept on that same path to where he can understand the scriptures. Like, if you know the history behind Christ, Christ was a young 12-year-old boy battling people in the temple about what's right and what's wrong about the scriptures. Christ meditated on these scriptures day and night, you understand? Like we are required to do, or else we're going to forget these laws, statutes, and commandments, right? But Christ had a battle with the Sadducees. And when the Pharisees seen that he put them to silence, they want to trip him up. Now, your Sadducees and Pharisees of that time, these are your prominent figures in Israel, your pastors, your entertainers. These would be your so-called Sadducees and Pharisees of today. You got your T.D. Jakes, your Creflo Dollars, your Steve Harveys. All of these brothers and sisters will be considered the Sadducees and Pharisees of today. You understand? Just like when we go out to camp, you got all these Christian pastors that sit up here and try to come up against us and try to trip us up about these scriptures. Now, we actually study these scriptures. We know these breakdowns. And the reason why we study these scriptures and live by these scriptures is because we got brotherhood for our nation. You understand? So when Christ basically defeated them in battle about these scriptures, the Sadducees I'm speaking about, Salakia, I'm going to keep going. Verse 35, then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him and saying, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? So one of the Pharisees, when they say he was a lawyer, he was one of the people that was experienced in knowing the law. You understand? The law, statutes, and commandments of these Bibles. Not a lawyer like in today's terms, like, you know what I'm saying? You help your client get off on a criminal charge and nothing like that. But when they say he was a lawyer, like, meaning he knew what was going on with these law, statutes, and commandments. So to try to trip Christ up, he get at Christ like, so, like, what's the greatest commandment in the law? You understand? And this is what Christ said to him, verse 37. And Yahweh said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. Meaning, Christ said you got to love the Lord your God with all your mind and all your heart and all your soul. You understand? And I'm going to get into how you love the Lord right after I finish this. You understand? But he said this is the greatest of all of the law. You understand? Reading on. Verse 38. This is the first and great commandment. Verse 39. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So he said the first commandment of the law is to love the Lord your God with all your mind, all your heart, and all your soul. And the second greatest commandment is to love your neighbor as yourself. Your neighbor is not that Edomite or that East Indian that's got a business in your community. Your neighbor is your people. You understand? Salakia. Matter of fact, let me get that so I can prove to you what your neighbor is. Right? Give me 1 second, Israel. I'm about to shot. Get it off here real quick. Okay. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. Salakia, I am the Lord. Like Leviticus 19 and 18 explains who your neighbor is. Your neighbor is the children of your people. It's not nobody else. It clearly says you can't have a grudge against the children of your people, but you should love your neighbor as you love yourself. The children of your people is your neighbor. That's being spoken about in the book of Matthew in the New Testament. You understand? And Christ understands the law from the Old Testament because Christ followed the law, statutes, and commandments. All your Christian pastors telling you the law is done away with, they ain't got no brotherhood for their people. You understand? This is why they're gonna sit up here and make merchandise out of the whole congregation every Sunday. You understand? Keep telling them to keep passing around the collection plate just so they can buy them a new Rolls Royce. You understand? Or a purple suit, so where they can come to church with some gaiters on, looking like a pimp. You understand? This is literally like hatred for your people. For you to sit up there and lie to your people about the truth when you're supposed to be a watchman for your people. You understand? But the children of your people is the neighbor that Christ is speaking about in this New Testament. You understand? And it says, like, I'm gonna read that verse 39 again. And the second is like unto it, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Verse 40, on these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. These two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. Christ is telling you that the law is about loving the Lord with all your mind, soul, and loving your neighbor as you love yourself. Christ telling you the law and the prophets were about brotherhood. You understand? And how you love the Lord? Let's get that. I'm going to 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Because you can't reach up to heaven and give God a hug. You understand? You can't call God on the phone and be like, man, I love you, Lord. Nah, you can't do none of that. You understand? You can't write God a letter professing how much you love the Lord. Man, you can't do none of that. You understand? Salakia. Oh, Salakia, that wasn't the scripture I wanted. Let me pull it right now. Salakia. Bear with me. God, this is it. Salakia. This is the book of 1 John chapter 5 and verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of God when we love God. Salakia. By this we know that we love the children of God when we love God and keep his commandments. You understand? This is how you know you love the children of God, and this is how you know you love God, by keeping his law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? If you keep the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments, automatically you're going to love the children of God, because the law hangs on two things: to love the Lord with all your mind, heart, and soul. You understand? And to love your neighbor as you love yourself, as Christ said. You understand? Your Christian pastor, they ain't got no brotherhood or love for the children of Israel in that church. You understand? Your pastor ain't even telling you who you are according to the scriptures. He telling you a Gentile. He telling you that Christ is a white man. I mean, it's something new that they just, like these Christian pastors just now start saying that Jesus was a black man. But when I was a kid, I never heard Jesus was a black man from no pastor. You understand? And I never grew up in a Christian church like that. But it was it when I seen a picture in some of my family members' houses and they had the black picture of Jesus with the dreadlocks, I was looking like, yeah, that's not the one that I really see on TV and in the churches. So I was confused. You understand? And your Christian pastor, him not having brotherhood, is the reason why that blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are so confused in this society. Because the Lord said they his watchmen are dumb dogs. Like your Christian pastor is supposed to love his people and show you exactly what's going on according to these scriptures, according to history, according to what he sees every day. Now he don't give a damn about that. He too busy serving his master. You understand? But Salakia, let me get Exodus 20 and verse 1. You understand? It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 1. And Salakia, before I read this scripture, right? Your Christian pastor, he's sitting up here worshiping this oppressor, this damn cracker, like he's a god. You understand? Like, and that's what the image of a pale-faced Christ would do to you. It would sit up there, it would have you look at every damn devil that you come across like they God and hate your own people. You understand? That's why the Christian church, like brothers in the UPK, they've been very vocal about the Christian church since 1969, because we understand that the Christian church is destroying blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans every single day in this damn empire, because your pastor, he just shuck and jive for master. You understand? Like the scriptures say, ye are of your father the devil, and the will of your father ye will do. The will of a damn devil is to devour blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You understand? It's to keep us pinned against each other so we don't have no brotherhood, so we can keep serving him. You understand? And this is literally like what's going on in society today. You see it in the rap music videos. You see it on Instagram. You see it on Facebook. You see it when you walk out the house and go to your grocery store. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, we've been indoctrinated to hate each other by our Christian pastors, because the Christian pastor, he don't serve the Lord. He serves his oppressor. You understand? This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 1. And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God. He said he's the Lord our God. You understand? The Lord's talking to the children of Israel. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You understand? He's the Lord our God. You understand? Which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. The Lord brought us out of slavery. The Lord brought us out of a place where we had to serve a nation vigorously and build up their kingdom. You understand? And this is the same thing we back in today. We in modern day spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, and we in Egypt. You understand? Because we serving these damn these damn crackers day and night on these jobs. You understand? Verse 3, thou shalt have no other gods before me. The Lord said we ain't supposed to have no other gods before him. You understand? So our people should not be in a Christian church sitting up there worshiping a false image of Christ. You shouldn't be teaching your children to worship a figure called Santa Claus. You understand? Which they got the actual story of Santa Claus from an actual black man. I believe he was in Russia, and he was an Israelite, and his name was Saint Nicholas. You understand? But that's a whole nother breakdown. But this damn cracker that's supposed to come down your chimney every night, like we've been indoctrinated to teach our kids that this is basically a god. You understand? Like when I was growing up, You just couldn't wait for Christmas. It was 2 days out the year that you couldn't wait for. It was your birthday and it was Christmas. You understand? Most High Christ for Commander General Yohana for keeping this truth alive, to helping brothers come in this truth and shake them demons off of us that your Christian pastor has put on your family by him sitting up here serving his slave master as a God. The Lord said we shouldn't have no other gods before him. You understand? And when you get into Christianity and all these holidays that we celebrate in America, all of this is about serving and worshiping another God. And where we get this from? We get this from our oppressor. We get this from our slave master. You understand? And in our homeland, back in the time of the Maccabees, back in the time of King David, man, we wasn't doing none of that. You understand? We served our God. You got brothers that was willing to fight and die to serve our God. But yet you got these Christian pastors that don't have enough brotherhood to tell you what you're supposed to do in life as far as serving your God, and how your God will protect you from these damn heathens or anything, to where your Christian pastor, like, he just sold you out for some shiny alligator shoes, for them gay suits that he wear every Sunday. You understand? And now we sitting up here worshiping Christmas and all these other guys and having no brotherhood for our own people. Man, it's disgusting. Salakia. Verse 4, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the earth, Salakia, that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Verse 5, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. You understand? And it's your Christian pastor. He teaching you to take on this graven image of this false Christ, of Santa Claus. You understand? Of this star-spangled banner that your Christian pastor is so much in love with. He's sitting up here and basically indoctrinating you to bow down to these graven images and worship them as gods by you following these oppressors' holidays, by you sitting up here bowing down to all these Edomites and basically want to be accepted by them. You understand? The reason why our people are so destroyed is because you got higher up Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that look like they've made it in the society, and our people, like the Lord called us the lost sheep of the house of Israel. What does the sheep do? It follows the shepherd. You understand? And your so-called leaders are the shepherds to the children of Israel that's deaf, dumb, and blind. You understand? They sitting up here leading you astray. They leading you to the fire. Like Martin Luther King said, yeah, I fear that I have integrated us into a burning house. You damn right you did that. And so does all the rest of these Christian pastors, by them sitting up here shucking and jiving for the damn slave master and having no brotherhood and mercy on their own people. You got Christian pastors these days talking about they pro-abortion and come as you are, and homosexuals can get married in my church. Man, that's nonsense. It's evil and disgusting of our people to actually sit back and believe that all of this stuff that we partake in is actually good for our nation of people. Like it's crazy. You understand? And what's so crazier about it is it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Like for a few years, I want to say probably like 8 year span or something. It wasn't really quiet in the ghetto. You understand, as far as like not being broadcast. But now when you look at what's going on in the news, every time you pick up your phone, you look at YouTube, you look at the news, it's more prominent, what you call it, it's more prominent and so-called leaders of our people, that's so-called leaders in the Black community. A lot of them are dying at a rapid pace right now. Like a lot of these rappers, you understand, that have a big influence on young Black, Latino, and Native American men, women, and children, they are dying at an alarming rate in these times. And they got to make you wonder, like, damn, like, what's really going on? What's going on is the Lord is cleaning house. Like Zephaniah 2:1 says, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. The Lord is sitting up here giving us everything we need with these scriptures. But your Christian pastor, he's sitting up there lying to you, telling you this is about everybody. This Bible ain't about everybody. This is about Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the ones that's being slaughtered in this empire. You understand? And as we get closer and closer to the kingdom of heaven, the Lord is cleaning house. He tired of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans who have a voice or a position of authority to keep leading our people astray. You understand? This is why you keep seeing all these scandals going on with these Christian pastors. This is why every time you look at the news, it's a famous Black, Latino, or Native American rapper that's been slain by gunfire. Our children are dying in the streets because the Lord is cleaning house. The Lord said he's gonna start with his people first. You understand? Like, of course, all these oppressors in these other nations, they're gonna get their chance to feel the wrath of the Lord. But at the same time, that's in due time when they gonna get it when the Lord see fit. You understand? I wish our people would just wake the hell up, come into the ISUPK up under Commander General Yohanan, and have some brotherhood for one time in our whole existence. You understand? In this country, I mean, you got brothers and sisters that sit back and fight on social media about straight nonsense. Meanwhile, the oppressor is in these boardrooms and meetings coming up with new devices and plans just to keep us oppressed. Meanwhile, your Christian pastor, he's still speaking that same prosperity gospel in the church, and ain't nobody lives got better. You understand? Because your Christian pastor, he don't love the Lord's chosen people, and he don't love the Lord. You understand? He loves the oppressor, and he worships money. You understand? And Salakia, speaking of worshiping money, let me get 1 Timothy 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 9. Like the scriptures say, man, you can't serve two masters, and you can't serve two masters. You either gonna love this master or hate this master. You understand? Salakia. And that's what America is about. America is about destroying Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, families. It's about destroying our households, and it's about destroying the brotherhood that we have for each other. You understand? So if you indoctrinate your children, or if you keep in this mind frame about the philosophies that you've learned in America, then you're gonna hate your brothers and sisters. You understand? Just like Christmas time. Christmas time, like, and I keep forgetting to get the studies on it, but I'm pretty sure that robberies go up in the Black community around this time. You understand? Because you serving your slave master in his holiday, and there's nothing that you won't do to your own people for you to have a white Christmas. Like, hey, the irony of that statement, a white Christmas, meaning we having a white Christmas, meaning we had a good Christmas, a Christmas with all the food that we wanted, all the presents that we wanted. This is a good Christmas. That's literally what's destroying our people, as far as us coming together and loving each other, by us worshiping the oppressor. You understand? You keep worshiping that oppressor, you still gonna keep looking for a white Christmas, and you still gonna keep destroying your own people to get that damn white Christmas. You gonna allow your children's teachers to teach them that it's okay for them to be a homosexual, that it's okay for your daughter to just sleep around with any man that she wants to. You understand? It's what comes with worshiping a God that's not yours. You understand? What comes with worshiping a God that's not yours is you not giving a damn about your own people. Salakia. This is the book, First Timothy chapter 6 and verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish, hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. You understand? Like people that's rich, they all they do is sit up here and try to fulfill their lust. You understand? And in fulfilling your lust because you are rich is going to be the thing that destroys you. Like how many rich people that you find out that die from drug overdoses? You understand? Like they had so much money to buy all these drugs that the drugs eventually killed them. You understand? Or how about them these rich sodomites that ended up dying from AIDS? You understand? Or you got a person that loves to drive fast cars, and they got so much money that they just keep driving these cars 100, 125 miles per hour over the speed limit that they know they're not supposed to be doing, and then they eventually crash and kill themselves in a car accident. You understand? You're gonna chase your lust when you rich, and you're gonna chase them lust until it kills you. You understand? Verse 10, for the love of money is the root of all evil. Your Christian pastor will tell you money is the root of all evil. Nah, it's the love of money that's the root of all evil. And your Christian pastor, he loved that money more than he loved your children. He loved that money more than he would love to see you with a roof over your head. He loves that money because he follows after his slave master. His slave master worships money. So automatically, if he serves his master, he's going to worship what his master worships. This is what all this is about. This is what Christmas is about. This is what Thanksgiving is about. This is what 4th of July is about. This is what New Year's is about. It's all about money. You understand? Your slave master, he worships money. You understand? So just like Salaki, just like you got brothers and sisters that get somewhat of a higher social status than the rest of us in the ghetto, and they got a couple 100,000 or a few million or whatever type of money that they have, and they get into an issue with another brother or sister. You understand? And what they do, they go to Instagram. Oh, man, you niggas broke, and these broke niggas, man, woo woo. Broke niggas ain't doing this, or you niggas ain't getting no money, and because niggas worship money because they worship the slave master. You understand? They worship the idea of thinking that they can be like the slave master. You understand? And that's gonna bring on a state of mind that you don't give a damn about your own people. A state of mind that, yeah, I kill a nigga for this chain if he try to snatch my chain, or you understand? And or I kill a nigga if he come between me and my money. You understand? That's nonsense, man. That's garbage. You understand? Like how since when did paper currency become more valuable than human life? You understand? And this is literally what's going on in this oppressor's kingdom. Your oppressor's kingdom is about money. It's about him worshiping money. You want to be like him to basically fulfill your own lust. You understand? To let them demons conquer your mind, and you do exactly what them demons tell you to do, because your slave master is nothing that he won't do. He's a homosexual. He's a drug addict. You understand? He goes to war with other Caucasian countries. You understand? Like he celebrates any holiday that he wants. He eat whatever the hell he wants to. He'll feed his kids whatever he wants to. They can do whatever the hell they want to. Us as Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we ain't supposed to be doing none of that, because we supposed to love our God with all our mind, heart, and soul. And we supposed to love our neighbor, our own people, the children of our people, as we love ourselves. But if you sit up here and worship your damn oppressor, then you ain't gonna have no love for your people. There's nothing that you won't do to a brother that you come across with and have an issue with. You understand? Because your slave master, there's nothing that he didn't do to Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to obtain the power that he has in the earth right now. You understand? It says, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some covet after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Man, look, if you covered after money, you understand, you gonna do air. You understand? You gonna make a whole lot of mistakes, and you're going to leave the truth if you worship money. If you in this truth up under commandment general Hannah, you understand? You and then it say and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Why? Because you done fulfilled all your lust and thinking that money is the key to happiness. Meanwhile, you piling on more demons. You understand? You piling on more hurtful activities that hurt yourself. You understand? You gon' like brothers or sisters, when they get a little bit of money, they be like, oh, it's lonely at the top. Man, them rich niggas are some of the most depressed people on planet Earth. Why you think they always getting high? You understand? They turn their back on their own people for riches. Now they're full out drug addict and they have nobody around them that actually loves and care about them. You understand? So Lockie, I'm gonna drop that. Let me get Proverbs 3 and 31. You understand? Because worshiping that money, that's a way of your oppressor. You understand? Everything your oppressor does in this kingdom, it's about money. The oppressor worship money. That's his God. You understand? Anything that he can, like money, can fulfill any lust and demon that your oppressor has on him. He can buy him some whores. He can buy him excessive alcohol. He can go ahead and eat that pig. He can put on a big celebration on his birthday every damn year because he got money. That money is going to make him feel great about himself. You understand? And the Lord told us, man, look, y'all ain't to be serving nobody but me. You understand? This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor. Envy thou not the oppressor. Don't be jealous of your oppressor. That's what envy means. Envy is for you to look at somebody and wish you can beat him. You understand? That's being jealous of your oppressor. You understand? And choose none of his ways. Don't choose not near one of his ways. Don't choose Halloween. Don't choose Christmas. To hell with the 4th of July. You understand? To hell with smoking them cigarettes and that weed. You understand? To hell with eating a pig. To hell with being a homosexual. You understand? Let the oppressor do what he do. That ain't for you to do, Israel. You understand? We supposed to sit up here and worship our God and love our God. And how we do that, we follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? You can't be sitting back smoking a cigarette talking about, oh, I'm a man of God, or eating a piece of pork and saying, oh, I love the Lord with all my heart. Man, you a damn lie. When the scriptures tell you, you can't smoke no cigarettes. You can't eat no pig. You understand? But meanwhile, your Christian pastor told you that the law is done away with. You understand? So basically, if the law is done away with, then a lot of the New Testament does not matter. You understand? Because 1 John 3 and 4 tells you if you are not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you are sinning. That's in the New Testament. And Christ said out his own mouth, I did not come to do away with the law. You understand? He ain't come to destroy the law. You understand? Christ tell you to keep the commandments in Revelations, the last book, in the scriptures. You understand? But you don't know that because your Christian pastor do not have no brotherhood for the children of Israel. He don't give a damn about you. All he want to do is do this. He want to envy his oppressor and choose all of his ways. You understand? The Lord told us, man, look, don't do that. You understand? Smoking them cigarettes, that ain't for you. You understand? Being a whore or a sodomite, that ain't for you. That's what the damn Edomite do. You seen what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? The Lord destroyed that place. You understand? If you look at the law, statutes, and commandments in the Old Testament, man, a lot of stuff that we did, as far as like not following the law, statutes, and commandments, was it Salaki. Let me get that scripture. You understand? The wages of sin are death. You understand? Romans 6 and 23. Salaki, bear with me. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal through Yahushua Mashiach, our Lord. You understand? The wages of sin is death, Israel. You understand? Meaning your payment for sin is death. That's in the book of Romans. You understand? Right? So in the New Testament, if it say the wages of sin is death, that means that the law can't be done away with because of this scripture right here. I'm gonna get to it. Salakia. The wages of sin is death. Remember that, Israel. You understand? These scriptures ain't no joke. You understand? The wages of sin is death. Right? Verse 4. Salakia. The book of 1 John chapter 3 and 4. Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. So the scriptures say how you sin is when you transgress the law, meaning not follow the law, right? Then I just read in the book of Romans, the wages of sin is death. So the law can't be done away with according to what the New Testament say, Christian. You understand? Come on, man, wake up. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, wake the hell up. Yeah, they lied to you in these Christian churches because they ain't got no damn brotherhood and they don't give a damn about your soul. They don't give a damn about your being. You understand? They envy their oppressor and they choose all of his ways. You understand? Let me get Deuteronomy 23 and 17. Your Christian pastor, man, he need to be taken off that CD guy in the ghetto because man, he's literally helping our oppressor destroy us day after day by him sitting up here lying to you. You understand? This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whores of the daughters of Zion. I just told you, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. The ways of being a whore is that comes from heathens. That comes from your oppressor sitting up here telling you that you can sleep with whatever man you want to. You understand? That comes from your oppressor telling you that you don't have to be tied down to a man, or a man is not supposed to rule over you. If a woman feels that a man is not supposed to rule over her, you understand, like they did in the black community in the 70s and the early 70s with the welfare program, then she's automatically gonna be a whore. Like in the 70s and in the 60s, you didn't have sisters that basically just had 2 and 3 baby daddies, and she got 5 kids at the house, and all of them got different daddies. You understand? That comes from choosing the ways of the oppressor. You understand? Our people didn't live like that back in the 60s and the 70s. You understand? And then I'm gonna continue reading. Nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Man, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Man, look, we ain't supposed to be no homosexuals and no whores out of the children of Israel. You understand? That's totally against our God. And by you indulging in homosexuality and sisters whoring themselves out, you are literally worshiping your oppressor. You envying your oppressor and choosing his ways. Your oppressor is a natural homosexual. You understand? Like before I came in the truth, I've been watching classes for a minute. I was sitting at a store one day, and some just like the spirit just came on me to like, cause you know, I'm young, but I'm thinking that I can just watch UPK videos and try to apply this to my life without being in the body. You understand? But I was figuring out a lot of stuff before I came into the truth about heathens. You understand? And one day I was sitting at the store and I seen this white dude, right? So like I seen this oppressor. You understand? And when he walked past me, I was like, hey, let me ask you a question. You understand? I'm like, because this is something that I heard, right? I can't remember where I heard it from, but this is actually something that I heard. I was like, I asked him, like, do you have like wife, kids, children, all that? He's like, yeah, I got a wife and kids and woo, right? So I asked him, I'm like, okay, this perfect. Let me ask him so he can either Like, if he say yes to this next question that I'm asking, then this got to be true. So I asked him, I'm like, is it true that all white men have homosexual thoughts? He looked at me and he was like, yeah. He was like basically like, now that you say it like that, like, yeah, I be having I was like, God damn. You understand? Your oppressor, this damn Caucasian cracker, he's a natural homosexual, a sexual deviant, a drug addict, a drug dealer, everything that's contrary to what the Lord wants you to be. That's what your oppressor is. This is why the Lord tell you don't envy him and don't choose his ways. You understand? And when you choose his ways, you seek to devour the children of Israel. Like, one of the greatest shows that I love to watch in these times, like a lot of, I've seen it a long time ago, right? It's based in the early 2000s. It's a mafia show called The Sopranos. If you are a Black, Latino, and Native American, especially brothers and sisters in the truth, I urge you to get that series and watch that series. It's entertainment, but it's a lot of education in that series. You understand? You're gonna actually see the spirit of these goddamn Romans. You understand? Because that's what your Italians is today. These are the same Romans in the times of Christ. You understand? You're gonna actually see the spirit of these goddamn Romans and see how evil they are and how much they took out of these scriptures and bastardized it and made it something for their own self. You understand? But these Edomites, like, they just these are evil, sick, and twisted people. You understand? They naturally they just naturally like some of the worst people that you can ever come across. And I'm saying the mafia in general is because a lot of people think that a lot of the stuff that we do in the ghetto is actually normal. No, a lot of the stuff that we do in the ghetto actually comes from us modeling ourselves after these damn Romans who call themselves the mafia. You understand? The drug dealing, that comes from the Jewish man and the Italians. They had the drugs in the 50s and the 40s. You understand? Before heroin was really in the black community, the Jewish man and the mob had the heroin. You understand? You got big drug dealers from the 50s and 60s back in them times. They had to go get the dope from them white boys that was a part of La Cosa Nostra or them fake Jews. And a lot of people don't know the fake Jew had the majority of the drugs in this country before the Italians did. You understand? Us going back and forth like gangs, street gangs, that come from poor Italian immigrants. You understand? Jewish immigrants, Russian immigrants, Irish immigrants, all on the East Coast. Before there was ever Crips and Bloods, you had hundreds of Edomite gangs running rampant through the city streets of New York, of Boston, of New Jersey. You understand? Being drug dealers, I said that all came from the mafia. You understand? What else? What else was I gonna say? Salakia, bear with me. Us shooting and killing each other on the streets and leaving each other for dead. That all comes from the mafia. You understand? Us basically like modeling like all the illegal activities that Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans do in the ghetto today. We learned all of this from the oppressors. Like when we got out of slavery and we started building up on our own communities, you got a lot. You had an influx of Edomites coming from all over the world, all different countries to come to America and get a piece of the pie that we built for the slave master. And what they do when they got here, they did all type of manner of evil, violence, pimping, whorehouses. All of that come from Esau. You understand? Like everything that we learned in this empire to destroy our own people, we literally got that from the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? And his spirit is to want to murder. You understand? This is the spirit of the Edomite. He just wants to murder. But Salakia, let me get Genesis 27:1. No, Salakia, Genesis 27:41. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27 and verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of my father, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. That's the spirit of the Edomite, to kill blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. So naturally, if you envy your oppressor and you choose his ways and choose ways to serve him, you're going to want to kill your own people. You understand? Because that's the spirit on your oppressor. You understand? If you walk in the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, then you're going to want to love your brothers and sisters. You're going to want to see your brothers and sisters in a rightful position on planet Earth to be the princes and princesses on planet Earth up under Christ. You understand? To run planet Earth in perfect harmony. You understand? The scriptures say, when the wicked are in rulership, the people mourn. But when the righteous are in rulership, I'm paraphrasing, the people rejoice. You understand? Everybody on planet Earth will rejoice if we understood, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, if we understood our place on planet Earth and the law, statutes, and commandments that we have to keep in order to govern the earth in righteousness. You understand? But envying your oppressor, you understand, and you want to be like him, what you gonna have? You're gonna have gang violence in your city. You're gonna have drug dealing running rampant in your community. You're gonna have sisters with 5, 6 baby daddies that had 12 abortions. You understand? You're gonna have brothers deleting the leading in the prison population. You understand? You're gonna have brothers and sisters celebrating Christmas and indoctrinating their kids to love a false image of Christ. You understand? By you loving a false image of Christ, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you'll look at yourself like, I'm nothing. Like if God is white, if Jesus is a white man, then I'm a black man. What am I supposed to do? What's out there for me? I'm nothing. So I'm gonna hate these people that look like me and love these damn crackers who this image of Christ fits. Man, that's nonsense. You understand? And in turn, worshiping that image of your oppressor being God in Christ, you're gonna have the same spirit of your oppressor to kill your brother. You understand? But Salakia, let me drop that. Let me get Jeremiah 10:1. Jeremiah 10:1. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. The Lord is talking to blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Hear this word that he's speaking to you, O house of Israel. What lives in the house? A family. You understand? The whole family of the children of Israel, the Lord is talking to us. You understand? Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Don't learn the way of the heathen. Remember, I just read to you Proverbs 3:31. The Lord said, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. He's saying this again, but as the heathens as a whole collective, don't learn the way of the heathen. Do not do what the heathens do. You understand? And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at the signs of heaven. And being dismayed at the signs of heaven, that's talking about your zodiac signs and you looking up and seeing, oh, a UFO is going to hit, and I mean, it's like not a UFO, but a meteor is going to hit, and you basically like just sitting there worshiping the stars and astrology and all that nonsense that we don't have nothing to do with. The Lord ain't give us no culture of worshiping no damn stars and looking at zodiac signs and all that nonsense. The Lord gave us law, statutes, and commandments on how we're supposed to live as a people. We got a certain dress code. You understand? We got certain high holy days. We got certain foods that we can and can't eat. You understand? The Lord said, look, learn not the way of the heathen, and don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven, because the heathen are dismayed at them. Meaning that's what they worship. They worship those are their gods, the stars and the constellations and all this nonsense about zodiac signs and all that. The Lord said, look, don't indulge in none of that. That's what they do. That's not what you do. You understand? It says, verse 3, for the customs of the people are vain. When it say the customs of the people are vain, meaning they worthless. It's no no damn, what's the word I'm looking for? Salakia. There's no reward in worshiping the things that the heathen worship. There's no reward in following the vain customs of the heathen, because they're worthless. You understand? It said, for one cut up a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of Salaki, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. He said, look, one of them cut a tree out of the forest. You understand? And this is about to get into Christmas. Christmas is basically like the worship of Nimrod and Isis and some damn Hamites. You understand? This is like the origins of Christmas. You understand? I ain't really gonna go into the origins of Christmas and all of that, but I'm gonna show you that Christmas is in the Bible, but it's something that we are not to do. You understand? The Lord ain't never said, oh, this is Christ's birthday, so put a big tree in your house. No, the Lord just said, learn not the way of the heathens. You understand? And matter of fact, these heathens, they went to go cut a tree out of the forest, right? Verse 4, they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. Don't that sound like decorating a Christmas tree? They didn't cut this tree out of forest. They deck it with silver and gold, and then they put the little thing under it and fasten it with nails so it can't move, so it don't fall over. It's your Christmas tree right here in the Bible. And the Lord said, learn not the way of the heathen, and don't do this. Don't do what they do. You understand? It says, verse 5, they are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born. And what it say, they must needs be born? You got to move this damn thing. This ain't no God that can do anything to you. You got to move it in order for this thing to go to and fro. Meaning, this is not a living God. This is a damn dead tree that these damn heathens is worshiping, and you shouldn't be doing this. You understand? Because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. You understand? The Lord said, look, don't worship this damn Christmas tree. Do not go get a Christmas tree, put it in your house, decorate it, and put the presents up under it, and spray the little white stuff on there so you can have a white Christmas and white Christmas tree. He said, look, learn not the way of the heathen. They customs is vain, meaning it is worthless. It don't mean nothing. You understand? The Lord don't give a damn about no damn Christmas. You understand? And in turn, when we worship the oppressor and do the customs of the heathen, you know what you're gonna have? You're gonna have a sky-high murder rate. You're gonna have a sky-high robbery rate, because a brother is sitting up here worshiping what heathens worship or envying his oppressor, and he's going out there to go rob everybody blind so he can teach his children about a BS holiday called Christmas and give them presents just so he can feel like a man about himself. You understand? Just so he can basically serve his master and make his master happy with him basically accomplishing buying his child some Christmas presents. You understand? And meanwhile, he didn't destroy his community. He didn't rob his brothers and sisters just to serve his damn slave master. You understand? And that's nonsense. It's ignorant. It's disgusting as hell. And Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, we need to come out of this ideology of us trying to serve our damn slave master. Because when you serve your damn slave master, you're automatically going to hate your brother. You understand? I'm gonna pull this last script And then I'm gonna go ahead and end the class. Salakia. Let me go ahead and just pull it off the phone for time's sake. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. The Lord said he hate Christmas. He hate Thanksgiving. He hate New Year's. He hate 4th of July. He hate Valentine's Day. Any holiday that we celebrate that we got from these damn heathens, the Lord hates them. And they all feast days. Y'all come together, niggas get high and drunk, come together, sit in the house. Sisters are sitting in the house with the same nigga that molested them when they was a kid, all because we worship in our enemies, you understand? And we serving a master that's not our own master. You serving your damn your oppressor that put chains on your body physically and now mentally, and now our people still being destroyed with drugs and poverty and lack of brotherhood for each other. You understand? Israel, wake up. You can't serve two masters. You understand? If you serve your slave master, you automatically gonna hate your brother, because your slave master wants you to serve him. And in turn, serving him, you have to hate your nation. You understand? With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the class. Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah Barak Thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Allah Thun Bashim, Yahweh Shah to the sisters. We the ISUBK start out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yana. We are not, I repeat, we are not affiliated with no other Israelite group. We're not affiliated with no other group, period. You understand? This is the only one body of Christ. If you ain't in the ISUBK, you're not in the truth. And you lying to yourself thinking that you're in the truth. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and pay your tithes, Israel. You understand? Tune in tomorrow night. Is it the Salakia for the biblical law class with priest officer of 500 Natzab? Most likely I will be in that class too. With that being said, Shalom, Israel.